Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with me. I very much appreciate it. Um, Thank you. My name is Holly. I'm a psychic medium. I read energy, but I love using oracle and tarot cards as a jumping off point because this is a general reading. So please understand this is a general reading. It is impossible for me to read in detail for a specific individual, but there are themes in the energy currents around us, and sometimes it will be very specific and it could resonate with you. If it does, great. If not, leave it. It's meant for someone else to pick up. And you know what? Today, whether it's morning, noon, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, thank you. Be grateful. There's just this overwhelming sense of gratitude that I have. Gratitude for every single thing that is a positive in my life. And even the things that have been hard, that have been lessons that have formed me into the person I am. I like myself better now than I certainly did in my 20s, 30s, or 40s. So, oh, and I had gratitude for coffee. Okay, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. All right, so I'm going to start with one you guys haven't seen before, Angels and Auras Oracle. Okay, so we're going to get the general theme for today's reading. I feel like this is going to be good for like a 24, 48 hour period. All week long, this has been the case. It's like between the moment that it like right now until like 24, 48 hours later. So I don't know what is going on with that. Usually it's like a timeless message. Whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. Or I could be very specific with a time frame. So, but I don't know. It's like this 1 to 2 day window. All right. Okay. What is the general dominant message for the collective for the next I almost said 2 to 3 days. So it's more than 1 or 2, 2 to 3 days. What is the overarching dominant energy for the collective? What is going to set the tone for this reading? What does the collective need to know? Spirit guides and guardians, beloved elementals, Mother, Father, God, help me, please, to understand what it is you want me to say. Provide the card to be the jumping off point with the message and the energy that we need to know as a collective. What is the message you have for all of us? I almost wanted to say, what is the message you have for your children? What is the message you have for us? I guess I did need to say that because something flipped out. Look, that is a person with gratitude. How funny is that? I love this. And it's card 44. So for a lot of you all that follow sort of like the angel number thing, 44 is your angels are around you. And it's the Angels and Aura deck. Go figure. Well, anyway. So okay, card 44. Your desires are within reach. Yeah. All right, so your desires are within reach. Faith, patience, excitement, and relief. And what's been the vibe and the energy for the last few days? This ramped up sense of excitement. This also has, if it's in the reverse, if you read reversals of stuff on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and read it because it will show you the things to be mindful to avoid: disbelief, stubbornness, apathy, and anxiety. And again, that's been the message over and over again. Hold firm in your belief that all is well. And there is such a thing as divine timing. You know, we can call on spirit and ask for things, but it's got to be in divine timing, and it's got to be because we're ready for it and we've put our work into the process as well. We are such children, and that's what thank you, Spirit. As humans, we feel like we get so evolved, and we read and we study and we do and we work and we do all this stuff. But in the eyes of spirit, we're still children. We really are truly children. There was a quote I remember seeing when I was like 19, and it was in a book written in the 1920s. And it was a book of medieval, well, it wasn't written in the 1920s, it was published in the 1920s. And it was a book of medieval poetry. Yeah. And the dedication, or the quote in the beginning of the book was, we are ne'er like angels until we have wings. And it's true. We don't know everything until it's our time to move on. We can surmise, we can intuit, but ultimately, in the eyes of spirit, we are still children. Children who need our parents, Mother and Father God. And that's why we have gratitude for all the wonderful things that we do have in our lives. Divine timing has to happen, but we have to be ready for it as well. I think about things that have come to me and are coming to me at this age. And if it had happened in my 20s, 30s, or even 40s, I wouldn't have been prepared. I wouldn't have known what to do, and I would have sabotaged it. Now, there is this sense of, if you understand where you are, and if the time is right, from your timing and divine timing, have gratitude, and you will be amazed what comes through for you. This is an important message. I'm telling you all, it's an important message. It's not me just rambling. It's a message. Okay. We are going to go to, actually, you know what? We're going to go to the Sirens song. And this is what the box looks like. Very cool. Oceanic theme. And the oceanic theme is it's a blending of the Lenormand and the Kipper decks. So a French and a German deck. All right. Named after a French and a German reader from way back when. All right. Let's see. Mother, Father, God, Spirit Guides, and Guardians, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for protecting us, watching over us, guiding us. Thank you. It is the greatest love and gratitude. I thank you. Please come into this reading. What is the message for the collective today? What is the dominant message for the collective today? What is it that you want people to focus on today? And this one just shot right out from underneath. Ship. Movement. What's the card number? Card 3. The number, look at the number. The number is important. 3 is also the sign of, in tarot, of reunion, coming together. 3 of Cups is celebration. 3 of Swords is heartache. So, see, I'm learning. In this instance, 3 is like a tripod. It provides a firm foundation. So with this, in this instance and in this moment, the number 3 is significant because it represents a firm foundation. 4 would be also a firm foundation, but you have to have at least 3. And as humans, think about it, with 2 legs, we get knocked over all the time and blown around in the wind. A tripod, you can rest a heavy camera on it and it will still stand firm. And the ship, movement. Movement, but with stability. Okay. All right, we need more cards to get the full story here. What kind of movement? Are we moving away, or are we moving towards something, or are we moving away from something? What is the message for the collective with this? Thank you, spirits. Thank you. Okay, they're saying, hold on and get these. Okay. So the next card after ship, and the ship is moving toward this, is crossroads. It's actually a lamppost, but it also looks like a cross. So there is a crossroads. Someone's having a crisis of faith, because that's what I just heard. There are going to be multiple ways to interpret this. One person is having, not one person, but one or more. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the table and I'm shaking the phone and the camera. Okay. Someone is having a crisis of faith. I also just heard, but you are getting ready to move into a calmer, more centered stage of life. You will start thinking clearly and for yourself. Now, the next card, birds, card 12. And if you add that together numerologically, you do, except for certain numbers. That's not one of them. It would be a 3. So we're back to 3. And then we have 22. Twos all week long have been coming up. So we've got 3, 22, 12. 3, 4, 3 is what they distill down to, which equals 10, which distills down to 1 and a new beginning. The end of a cycle and a new beginning. All right, so movement out. I'm hearing Spirit's very loud, and I love it when they're like, because I don't have to strain, and moving out of chaos. There is going to be a question and a crossroads, and I'm hearing a crisis of faith. You know I love birds, but in this instance, these birds are chirping annoyingly in someone's ear, feeding them false information based on fear. Interesting. What else have we got? What else have we got here? Thank you, Spirit. I need more help to understand what's happening here. Oh. There are 3. Oh, my word. Okay. So we have Rich Lady. I'm going to make sure I'm reading this right, because you got to remember, we could have repeat numbers because we've got 2 different decks blended into one. We do. Rich Girl, again, card 12 next to card 12. Expectation, 28, equaling 10. So we have another 10. And the Odyssey card, which is a ship, card 10. You know, synchronicities. I do not, in any way, shape, or form, believe in coincidence. Synchronistic events happen for a reason. And in this one, Rich Girl and Expectations, there are 2 females. And it appears that one is almost spying on the next. Male, female, it really doesn't matter. It's all about the energy of the card. So there's one individual spying on the other. But the words, this is someone who's kind of posh, okay? I'm hearing comes from the proper family, that kind of thing. Expectation. Someone is the wild card. I'm hearing there's a wild, through this here, but someone is the wild card that's about to rock this old posh girl's life. Posh person, male, female, doesn't matter. And yet again, I'm asking, what is this ship doing? And yet again, this one was moving out of chaos. This one is moving into calmer waters, which is actually kind of the same thing, but not entirely. This one I heard was just leaving total chaos, leading to a crisis of faith and being at a crossroads of what to do, being fed information by people who are self-serving and kind of they like the control. They like the dogma because it's a good way to keep people in line. And there's nothing wrong with following a path, a spiritual path, a religious path. But if you're using it for negative, it's just like anything. Are you using it for positive or are you using it for negative? In this instance, it feels like it's to control someone else and keep them from what they really want. This is someone who is afraid of losing face. The rich girl, card 12. This is someone who's afraid of losing face, losing position, status, afraid of what people will say and think. Those little birds chirping in their ears, it worries them. What if they're right? What if people turn away from me? And then you've got this one, expectation. This person needs and wants a little more fun in their life, a little more, I just heard joie de vivre. Okay. They need to know that they are vital and alive. Whereas this energy knows their place in society and is afraid to lose it. And this person is just ready for the adventure. They don't really have a lot to lose anyway, though. And so the journey begins. Ooh, and I just got a chill running up one side of my body, up my leg. So the journey is about to begin. Okay. Is there anything else? We haven't finished shuffling the deck. Anything else? Spirit guides and guardians, thank you so much. Is there anything else? What about the journey? The journey is yet to be discovered. That's what I heard. The journey is yet to be discovered. But this, when I picked up the deck, landed on the table. Ring. What number? 25. A 7. A very mystical number. Ring. So the journey, if all avenues are explored, and it says desire on the inside, and with all the little tendrils hanging down from it, it almost looks like a crown, you know? And in the playing card deck, it's an ace. So whomever this is involving, they're going to stop listening to the naysayers, the people who just want to keep them in control, I think out of jealousy. But they are going to stop listening, and they are going to think for themselves, and they are going to let the journey begin. And the journey may end with their lifelong companion. Now, this could be symbolizing just being true to yourself, being true to who you are, and honoring your own value and self-worth. That's going to be for some people. For some of you, and that's a big message, that you're willing to be that connected and it's like marrying yourself, you know, taking pride in yourself, taking pride in who you are, and being faithful to your needs and who you are. That's for some of you, but some of it will be literally, especially with the 2 ships, moving towards someone that you feel like is a soul connection. Okay? That was such a beautiful read. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Wow. That was impressive. That was really an impressive. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a quick, this would be a good segue. We're going to do a quick pull of a Crystal Ally, Crystal Connections message cards from Anna Barrelay. And we're going to do a quick I keep saying that, finish the thought. We're going to do a quick, said it again, oh my God. I guess I need to finish that coffee off. Come on, synapses, you can fire. You can fire off anytime now. But we are going to find out what Crystal Ally would be best to work with. And this is going to be for the collective. It could be, I think we're going to get more than one. So it's going to be, one will be for just the collective in general that reading did not apply to. And one will be for the collective that the reading did apply to or toward. All right, one more. All right, one more. There we go. One more shuffle. All right. So spirit guides and guardians, and because these are earth energies that are connected to these stones, healing energies from the earth, from Mother Earth, and elemental kingdoms, spirit guides and guardians of the elements. What is the Crystal Ally? First, we'll do connected to the messages in the last reading. Please give us a card that will show which stone will be willing to work with us to help in the process, regardless of what end of that storyline you're on or that reading you're on, that applies to the person. From the reading of the Siren Song deck. There we go. It went flipping right on up. All right, stick tight. I make the world a better place every day. Isn't that lovely? All right, so stick tight. You can't really tell. I hope it shows up in the, there we go. That's a little better. Can you see now? It's actually a purple stone. It's a really beautiful purple stone. Not quite, like I've got a piece of lepidolite here, and you can kind of see how dark it is. Isn't that interesting? Do you see that little, okay, no, all right. So stick tight is in this instance, this one looks kind of like it has some lavender tones in it, but it is a deep purple stone. If you don't have stick tight, you might want to look it up, just Google it, or if you've got any crystal wisdom kind of books or whatever, and find out what that's for. Usually that's going to be for crown chakra. It has a lot of lavender in it, so it could also be kind of a pinkish tone for heart. Green or pink is often used for the heart chakra. You can just visualize it, think about it, ask the energy of stick tight to be around you, or you could, I think in that instance, if you have, I would use two stones. I would use amethyst and rose quartz if you have both of those to keep them near you, and that might help with some of the similar energies of stick tight, but you could always just take a look at it, screenshot a picture of it on your phone and have it on your phone and look at, meditate with it that way. All right, now, spirit guides and guardians, beloved elementals, thank you for coming into this reading. One card for the collective that was not connected to that storyline or that reading. It's not a story. It's for someone. It's real, but it is still a lovely. It's still kind of a lovely story, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with stories. Most authors write from what they know, which is truth. So there's a kernel of truth in every single thing. but this is just a straight up psychic reading, y'all. Okay, and I will claim that. So it's got to resonate with someone, somewhere at some point. All right, gosh, I'm itchy. Hi, I'm Holly. I'm just scratching and itching, but I am at home right now. Okay, just happened to be in front of a camera. All right, so anyway, sorry about that. All right, what is the stone for the part of the collective? And there we go. Oh, what's going on with the rest of you? Black obsidian. That's a volcanic glass, and it's also a very protective stone. Now, black obsidian, there's golden sheen obsidian, silver sheen obsidian, rainbow obsidian, there's a bunch of stuff. Black obsidian is not as dense as like a tourmaline, black tourmaline, so it lets a little hint of light through, because it is a glass formed from heat, a naturally occurring one. But it's very often seen as a protective stone. So for the rest of you, I don't know, maybe you're still sailing on some choppy waters. I have the strength needed to succeed. There you go. So black obsidian for the rest of you. All right. Peridot. Oh, I just opened it up to the middle of the deck. I love peridot. All right. Okay, so, and of course, you can always just gravitate toward the color or whatever it is you want. There's a YouTube person. She's not as prolific as she used to be, but she also has 2 or 3 books out that are awesome. And I really love her channel. I did not include her on the resource page on the comment section. I should have. Her channel is Shannon Marie Crystal Wisdom. And then she calls everybody wisdom seekers. So, but I think it's Crystal Wisdom, and she has wonderful resources, and I love her take on things. She also has published a couple of books that you can get on Amazon, and it breaks down working with crystals and stones in general in a very different way, by color, by what is your need, how do you find your core work stones to work with you all the time. Super, super cool. So I recommend that a lot. And just look for Shannon Marie Crystal Wisdom. Okay. And of course, Adam Barrelay has a ton of videos as well. And he's also great. All right. So for the last set of messages, or the last message we're going to get for today, because this is already running long, we're going to use the Sandra Ann Taylor Energy Oracle deck. All right. Now, what is the message for the collective? What is the message that the collective needs to hear at this time? They're saying don't shuffle again. Okay. All right. Should I even use these? Yes. But don't shuffle. Open it up to the middle of the deck. Yes. Take this one off the top. Oh, how sweet. Caring connections. That's a sweet card. Getting those weird chills again. It's not usually part of my MO with this work. Is there something, Spirit, what is going on? It goes, allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to receive. That is the message. And they said, take the next one, which I did. It's the 3rd chakra, Archangel Shamuel or Shamwell. Yeah, so solar plexus, that bright yellow. Citrine is a good stone for that. Bitonite, sometimes it's called yellow labradorite, although it's not connected to labradorite or looks like it. It doesn't look like it at all, but it's a yellow Yeah, or yellow apatite. Um, but citrine is always a good one for the solar. So, third chakra, that is your seat of power, your sense of authority, um, how you see yourself in the world. They're saying, what I'm getting, the connection between these two cards. Okay. Caring connections and Archangel Shamuel. Shamuel. I don't know a whole lot about that one. I'm going to have to look him up. I suggest you all do the same. I do feel like it's part of the angelic realm that, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I feel like it's someone who leads on the life path to understanding relationships and connections, but that I could be totally off, but I feel like that's what's coming through right now. And it has to do with you, not just, hey, you do that. No, not like that, but just accept and allow that you are worthy to receive. That's the whole message right there. Accept that you are worthy to receive and allow it to happen, and not receive crumbs, not receive breadcrumbs, not receive the scraps or the leftovers. You deserve to receive the best of situations and people, because that is what you are willing to give. Thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else I need to do with this particular deck? No. They said just close it up. Okay. That was the message. What a wonderful message to end on for today. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is with love and gratitude I thank you. Some of you mentioned in the comments, Maggie, my big ginger girl back here snoring. Oh my gosh, she snores all the time. that's just normal. She's geriatric. She has arthritis. She's diabetic, and she's a big girl. And she is the sweetest cat. So I just make her comfortable and make her happy, and she snores, and sometimes she gets pretty rhythmic with it. All right. I'm asking for a special blessing of love, hope, and light to surround each and every one of you today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And remember, you are deserving. You are deserving of the best of situations and people, because that is what you are willing to give. All right. And I will see you next time.